What's going on, guys? This is drakeshotplays, and I'm coming at you with the video on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And a lot of the community wanted us to preview this, and 78% of them were kind of afraid of buying the game as they've never played the first game, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Now, I like to help the community out, and since there's so many people that were interested, we're actually going to be covering this game. We'll be doing some Let's Plays on it, stuff like that. But from every preview that I've been able to research and watch and examine from several different content creators, a lot of them say this is the authentic medieval simulator. And I want to put that simulator. There's some small survival type stuff in this game where you like have to wash yourself for people to like you. You have to craft your own potions, which means you have to pick flowers and gather the ingredients, and you can literally go turn on the fire, read the ingredient book, and start adding your ingredients while you're making the potion. So that's one part. And then there's blacksmithing, which a lot of the content creators that got to do it said that it was really awesome, that they were surprised by how real life it felt. And from every video I've watched that covered it, it really does look like blacksmithing. You're literally heating up the metal, you're hammering it flat on each side equally, and then you are going to heat it back up again and then quench it in the oil, and it'll give you like a rating system for how well you made that weapon or armor or whatever. So that's the first topic I wanted to cover. Second topic that I personally like is Sir Hans, which is your lord, then Henry, and he's kind of like an enforcer, like a soldier that protects Hans, like a personal bodyguard. And they kind of have like a wholesome bromance. You'll see it at the end of the video. I put it there just so you guys could watch it and kind of enjoy it a little bit better without me talking and rambling so much. But it reminds me of my bromance with my brother Chris. He's the one that got me into Monster Hunter. We're fellow gamers. We love fishing, guitar, music, metal, everything, concerts, you name it. And literally video games got me a brother, which is why I'm so passionate about video games. That's why I enjoy helping you guys encounter games or reviewing games that you guys might like to play. Now, 3. The exploration. Now, from every content creator that I've researched this from, 2 maps is going to be in this game. So there's 2 whole maps. Double the size of KCD1, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. So that's huge. That means there's so much exploration to do. Gathering, hunting spots. You can wash yourself in the pond if you're not near a horse trough. You're gonna need a horse if you're gonna want to have that luxury of fast movement. They do allow fast travel, but you have to actually find the place first, kind of like out in Fallout 4 or Skyrim or Oblivion. Well, Oblivion allowed you to like fast travel to main cities, but you still had to find certain areas before you could fast travel to them. So there's that. There is fast travel in the game, and sometimes just like in Dragon's Dogma 2, during your fast travel sequence you can get ambushed. A guard can capture you if you've angered the guards. So that's something I wanted to note as well. Now, number 4, combat. They've re-updated the combat from the first game. Everyone's talking about how fluent it is. A lot of these content creators that I researched, they got to travel and play the game there, and now they're playing it in their studios themselves. and they said that the combat is so much better than the first game. So that's very good news for new people that are kind of on the border of buying this game. It's like, okay, well, is the combat good or is it bad? Well, the combat's good, and you kind of control the movement. You control your parry system, which is repost. You control blocking, all that stuff. You can kind of dodge out of the way. I've heard that the dodge is like really busted. So Dark Soul players, you know what's up. But another thing is, I want to say there's a persuasion role that you can choose in the very beginning in the tutorial. And this kind of, if you're trying to do a pacifist run, I'm sure there's some sequences in the game where you might need to do combat, but if you're trying to do a pacifist run, combat's kind of optional at that point. If you have the right charisma and you have the right reputation, you can actually go ahead and just skip combat altogether, which is really good news for the people that like pacifist runs. Now the surroundings, another thing that's close to our first topic, everyone said it's immersive and it's rewarding gameplay, which means everything's worth exploring. You're never really not finding anything, if that makes sense. Like you're always finding something if you're looking, right? Which is great. That's a huge part of the gameplay loop, which is really glad to hear. Another thing I wanted to go over was the reputation system. Now, this reputation system got a huge overhaul from the first game. And now you have towns that will like you, and then the people individually that will like you. And depending on how you interact or help them or attack them or cause, violence, or you make like you steal something, or they catch you doing whatever, murdering a chicken, right? That kind of lowers your reputation or raises your reputation depending on certain situations. Like you help this shopkeeper find the chest that fell in the lake, you're gonna have better reputation in that town because a lot of the town goes to that shopkeeper. That's something to keep in mind. Which also means that, if you're a naughty boy and you're just constantly attacking or causing crimes, that you might actually find yourself really finding combat difficult because they'll just keep attacking you. Then another thing I wanted to go over was the UI improvements. Now this thing stood out to me the most because UI improvements, they said that the first game was, really UI bad. A lot of it wasn't as good as it could have been. They said a lot of it has been improved. Some of the armor systems, like your tool belt actually will hold your weapons. Certain tool belts will have like 4 slots. And then you have a pouch, and you don't wear a pouch. You actually have just a pouch that you put stuff in, which is cool because not a lot of people want to be wearing pouches if you're role playing in this game. So those are 7 topics that I wanted to cover for you. And then I'm going to bring that bromance scene that I was telling you guys about to this point. I just want to say before I go, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and take care.